43 years. A judge for da womo dem. Justice Fred Poku Sarkodie. Justice Kojo Eje Japan. MPP Kwabena Eje Japan. Ne papa. Ene oba tanya na akola tue ne nufu ano. Where Justice Frederick Poku Sarkodie. Agozua. Ene Justice Cecilia Kranchinya do. Oba tanya wo. Akola tue ne nufu ano. JJ Rollins me koche no kokun wo mo. There was one major year Samakwa. No ye Gehok. Gehok ye ne yesi eche Kofi Jumani ade. No ye Gehok HR manager. Na amatekwe no ye adwuma Gehok. Ana Samatekwe si apamona free Gehok. Eti JJ Rollins revolution ne ba ye no. Wonim so mo koche major Samakwa kan ho kokun wo mo. 43 years today. 43 years today. It will call a year a Supreme Court in any mona. Yede a year or more a statue was you. And the actual matters of a year rule of law.
Exactly.
A gentia. If it's a JJ Rollins say, say, or the Asamko court one. Now we're different. It is what different dear. Judges say Nikwa Kokuomono. Kaya de Kokuomo kiss. Nana couldn't watch my Rollins. The dining hall, the dining table, the center table so, and an keys in the go. And Yamana Mecca, SIB report, Yamana Mecca, and I'm your ready SIB report. Na yankoswa nkaka emwa ene me no kasei asoja for mo call bondasi training camp o mo frɛ baby cook house wonim se besi nne sa baby ayekun judges ne ho ntimi fu efri se o mo kun wo mo ewie ye do mo kokko twa bi nan Frederick Poku Sarkodie twa bi nan na ironically Chief Justice ya o mo pamuni o kan bibi na no o se ne wofa tieni o ene Poku Sarkodie na time omo be chi na frifie no na owo ho tienie Chief Justice no ho now Chief Justice asaka bibi say there is a place our mo hodi a yes ade na wo committee de ben no e wo eye adu lodge ebre omo kokun judges no adu lodge na eye Captain Kojo Chikata from reliable sources e shia nkrofo no mo planning baby omo the Chief Justice yi koyi. So people are linking it. Is it because Omuku Chief Justice in Wafa? So they believe that say Omu the case is kokotwa. Ebi a won ni momo. So the yeye ne wafa no. That is the same thing a yeye no wana. Tenio. Now see atina ho. That's a JJ Rollins say. Waba abemu or the revolution aba 1981. No the case is kokotwa. Omu the case ni ye. Woman fa case papa nko buga no a ye ni ma omo eti ya shuma me akwache judges miensa akokun omo anaju konkon ahye womo anya nsuo ne toya enya nsuo ne toya ake ya hye womo abra ya nhunu omachi 43 years ne de 43 years. Now in the same vein almost MPP for wiesika MPP for Bokrono, me wu ye nka ukona say a criminal case dia. You prove beyond reasonable doubt. You know when it comes to criminal prosecutions, the burden of proof is a year on the prosecutors. Say ube prove it beyond reasonable doubt. Say nipa we no ampani ampa. Why ya a year boni? If say your friend be a year principles of legality. Say boni no ya famre ho. Am one prove it beyond reasonable doubt. Nipa bebrebe you sumbrano as the personal vendetta. Kenye. NDC for buy no. Almost MPP for Wieska. It is a courtwa. A one in here see. Oko courtwa. And ya buga. A empirical evidence. Then you are able to match that empirical evidence with the law. Now when him so mon survive it. It is yes here say you come judges. Na a Sunday a shock to a year the judicial. I know we 43 years ago. Kwabena Japan. Now these are yes here judges no. Or moving 43 years ago. Where judges are, JJ Rollins are buying chiwo mukuomu because for the case court.
Very sad.
Where near muomu.
Precisely.
And the same thing is happening today. And voices of conscience are quiet.
Exactly. So.
And I mean, okay, say. Ebia we dey nye true and ye giant. And you see a shit judges and me imagine say asem we nka me very quiet on it.
Exactly.
If so kan kura manfo ne ntiase. E di judges na mo tena se. Ama jomama. Aye de all yes chief justice we no. Me chief justice onya me maame. Onya me papa. Ye na dia enka hwe. Ye ma ne tena so enka hwe.
Exactly.
But from a history, voices of conscience cannot sit down for people to do what they are doing. For your mama to do what they are doing. You know, voices of conscience in this country, from where we are coming from, and they say, "Yo, JJ Rollins by 81." Not all with the goodwill of the people. 31st December 1981. No, the goodwill of the people. It's the 30th June. 30th June. 30th June. 6 months into an administration. The same way as your mama, 6 months into an administration. All your chief justice in the warrior. Because there's a grand scheme and there's an agenda.
Precisely.
Said all institutions of state here. Omo betimi asori atia jomama ade opeso oye no eso mo bo mo tugu. But voices of conscience cannot allow this to happen.
So
mo nyina mo okromu a the woman is crying, and I like the courage of the woman. Say I won't resign. I want the records to show I fought. I know so mo be me, but I want the records to show that I fought.
Right.
And Justice Bafwani respectfully say, Martin Numwela Kasimbi, or say they came for the Jews. I did not speak because I was not Jewish.
Precisely so.
They came for the trade unionists. I did not speak because I was not a trade unionist.
Exactly.
They came for the capitalists. I did not speak. Then finally, when they came for me, there was nobody to speak for me.
Exactly.
Sir, this matter, I know you are the ultimate beneficiary of Sema Ameni Niwa now or what.
Precisely.
But because of the history we are coming from,
exactly.
You shouldn't allow this to be a precedent and you best set it.
Precisely so.
If you think they are the suspended chief justice in Waye Bibi Anto Weda, the woman is even asking, says a mobo me koedua, adia mudia me koeduno, mojina sudia me koeduno, momanenya available. If so, on the principle of actuary, it could be probation. On the plaintiff lies the proof. It is a sebi mobo me koedua. Koedu kron mo fama me. Na me hwere me ntimi nyi me ho ano. Fire. And I know say okay, maame no directly or indirectly, what yeti ankofo ebre na so judicial, and this I'm speaking to your heart.
Precisely.
Judges, no. Some of these things are to a personal score. You want to a personal score against the woman. But from where we are coming from as a nation, posterity will never forgive you guys.
Precisely so.
I know say CJ or Babe CJ no. Some of you there are so many things that you are coming after her because of personal vendetta. But Mesre, Justices of the Supreme Court, I beg you, you people cannot sit down and allow this thing to happen. Or mind free baby never. If it's a munya makwama sadi we see. And a monka who say will be your Babe Chief Justice Biano. The term of office is coterminous.
Precisely.
With a presidency. Na ye koya na ye buy. Ye boy in chirima na ye amwen chirima. I'm making an appeal to the justices of the Supreme Court.
Exactly so.
Mumu bebre nim se maami tena wone mo antena ye wo ho. Eti na mo go after him. I mean after her. Not because genuinely you think say sansem hunu ya trotro ego paper so no. It is enough grounds for the woman to be suspended or to be taken off. You know, munim.
Let them know.
Munim pa. And you're going after her. Mamu makwama jomama nyedi oye. You shouldn't be corporate.
Precisely.
You shouldn't sit down unconcerned.
Exactly.
Our voices will be heard.
Exactly.
You know, if free baby, 43 years today. You kun justice Cecilia Kwantinyado ana ne betria no fuano and so you want to tell me say the state institutions e wo kroma ye nya ba bia nkohodi ayi woman no ye Friday say e wo ba bia ye plan say de ekoku judges no edu lord just one it any state institution bia ayi betimi hold the hearing of the woman.
Exactly.
Justices of the Supreme Court, this is my humble appeal and respectfully says, I'm making this appeal from the bottom of my heart because I know some of my Masadie will see. It will be a precedent the nation is not ready for.
Precisely so.
And then my idea go one or two coin or coin and impress. Ye two coin any ye qua and can't ma con ye and ye generous with the impeach will be a Esaka will be a educator mama go a president. When you know money, we've got a young sort of fan in Pano. Yes, one in Kunako. Ewa bra part of the conditions of service and obey me in the Kunatu coin.
Precisely.
Or buy your side the impress. You can't impress the Sika or buy was our returning. More bonne kwadu and because woman you still have the goodwill of the people and the people are not even listening, they are not watching, the people are happy and a woman here MPP women's organizer and a
where look
must we continue like this as a nation? But my main guy John Mahama Bibi Jeje Rollins by Okun judges.
Precisely.
J.J. Rollins he wanted to suppress everything.
Exactly.
Now, they say they want a third-term presidency for John Mahama. Any Yansaki woman
okay.
Yeah, appointed 7 judges to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Niyanko seeking interpretation for Article 68.
Oh, fire.
Now Article 68 in there Malco 2 terms. You seeking interpretation. You better appoint 9 judges. 9 judges in the 7 Amediakui. The people can't see it.
Never.
But no matter how you continue to do this thing, now J.J. Rollins here, and can so why do you think your mama we yes and your mama we are in any shape or form? J.J. Rollins yeah. In 2000, power free nessa. I'm here for me a National Reconciliation Committee. Kufunya semono. Na opesi nyina movie away from some of these pain. Yanko National Reconciliation Committee no. Ni yanko hwe eye Asha, Chris Asha. Or appear some of the things and you see it's not even about the Chris Asha account, but the kind of anger and the energy that was in the system which President Kufuor in his wisdom wanted to so okay, yentino. Danny yenti.
They were having a meeting, so you should wait. Then, whilst waiting, Jua came out of the office of the chairman and asked America to see him in his office. I suppose, probably, I'm not too sure, that guy also accompanied them there. And Jua told him that, America, they have asked me to put you under arrest, knowing that we are likely to have a shootout. Please don't resist, and we will not have any shootout. America did not resist. Jua put him into an armored vehicle, took him to the BNI, came back and told him that.
So, hold on.
Oh, God.
Hold on, but more trust. So, I was America you know, you're more gay hokena. Yes, sake no. I'll cocoon judges and no. Anna, ye peer, ye Cresasha, air peer wo. But you see, it's not even about what Chris Asha is saying. Exactly. I'm trying to remind the youth to say, tell my President Kufuor to me, the kind of pain that was in people's heart, the kind of anger that was in people's heart. And then the youth, and your mama is coming back with the same pain, with the same anger, because Adia Moye Chief Justice, and people will take power and they will do worse.
Precisely.
President Mama, we were not so proud of it.
Yes.
And I wish Akufo-Addo could apologize to the public. Especially when it comes to the removal of Charlotte Osei. For me, it was never supposed to have been done on those grounds.
Precisely.
But one also be resetting nation. And you are setting the same precedent or even low.
So.
That's what mine koi and I buy. Young Kosunti, into Kreshasha.
Put him into an armored vehicle, took him to the BNI, came back and told him that America did not resist. He said, oh God, he didn't resist. This man, that man sitting there. That guy sitting there. I think on the how did he communicate with America while they were in the vehicle? Give me a break, Dr. Samuel. Are you living in the ancient times? But by phone? By two-way? Are you living in ancient times?
But in your experience,
he received a call.
By what means? Just tell us.
By wire, by phone.
Which kind of phone?
By radio. I don't know. I wasn't there. I've told you I'm the guy's bodyguard.
Yes, but that is it. But you can't get to say what he's supposed to have told you.
I'm telling you what you told me.
Yes, but I'm trying to show that you did not check. You just took everything on face value.
I'll make an appeal to President Jomama. President Mama, call such a precedent for
exactly
the pain in the hearts of the people in 2000. Our President Kufoba will try to reconcile you as a nation. You are setting another precedent.
Precisely.
And I can bet you one way here, it will be a cyclical order.
Let him know.
Say to me, become from sir. And only say to me, then come on, some could see it will certainly change. And when it does, people will pay you back
pound for pound.
Necessary. I'm making a humble appeal to you, Mr. President. At this point, I'm making a humble appeal to you.
So.
A bet to me as Chief Justice at the end desist.
Yes.
Because so free posterity will not be kind to you.
Never.
You go to your cabinet Japan. You coon ne papa. Chacha no yakola. Also mo to dining table who did. And your best friend papa said, Cecilia Crantiado Ayare. It was no knowing says I you kukuni papa. And that was the last time who ne papa chain you. Now when you insensitive said the Kuranoa, imagine so being ne papa to na omudidi. What the empe cabinet Japan asem. Nemo so being ne papa to na omudidi. Near Baba friend said Brana way. Now that was the last time who ne papa. Nene betina near kuni papa.
Yeah.
Papa. Now imagine what they close your eyes for a second. Japan.
Commemoration of your dad and two others who were killed some 43 years ago. What do you remember about the situation and what happened at that?
I mean, it's very instructive that it's raining this morning. It was like that on the 30th of June and then the following morning. But these things 43 years ago, but it was a very traumatic experience. I was a young 20-year-old having dinner with my dad at the dinner table around 9 o'clock p.m. In those days, there was a curfew when he was called out. We were not to know that he was being kidnapped, and he was just being called to attend to a fellow judge, Cecilia Crantiando, who was thought to be unwell. And then only to discover in the morning that he never came back. We were not to know that they had been executed that very night.
Pause. Danny, pause it. So, General, oh, nipa kura ye kune papa. I think a pain wanna come. Look at Nidimina said there be. He still wishes that this nation, at some point, ye be castle.
Precisely.
And Bezamama, I mean, said Chief Justice. I wish says I did will be castle.
Exactly.
To me, come on, someone could see. And I've said it. Mr. Minim said Chief Justice and you are appointed. Momo judges in the on the mountain. But that should not be the basis. Some of them for the interest of the nation.
It's a time for sober reflection, as Ghanaians. Some of these things, sordid history that we have in the past. But let's pray for forgiveness of sin. We can't forget, but we should forgive, work together as countrymen, and we should learn lessons from some of these things and make sure that those who deliver justice are not exposed to these dangers. And brings me to what currently is happening to the Lord Chief Justice, and I identify with her struggles, and I think all Ghanaians cannot be passive. One leg of democracy, which is the judiciary.
All Ghanaians cannot be passive, says Kwabena Japan, because we are passive participants of what is going on. Every Ghanaian, whether we are Sofo, we are Hine, quieter, Chief Justice, you are passive participants of what is going on.
Exactly. So,
and I'm pleading the justices of the Supreme Court, I beg you, for the history of this nation, you cannot allow John Mahama to do what he's doing and be passive participants of what is going on. Posterity will not be kind to you guys.
Exactly so.
Now, Anna, a sedun ketia yadi bi. I catch them say they want to all voices of conscience, so mute, just so they can enjoy absolute power.
Expose them.
So communist inferior tactics. We need to take away the Chief Justice. We need to quickly remove the EC and put our people there. And I've said this. The record shows that some of us spoke against it. So it's not that today we are having a different stance. Just that more short memory. I don't care.
Short, very short.
We are also saying to John Dramani Mahama. Now, I say don't get here because don't forget to say in 2009, Justice Theodora Wood, Omo Yusu, Omo Chairman, Kwabeneji, the late Kwabeneji.
Okay.
And Obeka said there are so many ways to kill a cat. Okay, it's a statement. I'm Professor Mills, meaning says every video know what. Obi Kobusa Professor Mills said, are you seeking to remove the Chief Justice? Professor Mills answered, said, look at my face, look at my palm. Do I look like a cat hunter? Uncle, but mentioning Professor Mills, when him say Enrani exactly 70 years, a year a park was seeing Mr. Atawuya. And so when this for Enra will be unkind.
Busy research.
We're just by and run 7 years exactly. A park was here, Mr. Atawuya. And so when this for not even a Kokobana Kai.
From top to down.
Former Vice President Joe. Not even John Mama Nankasa Kwana Kai.
Or resetting any
Yohani. The Niabre. Timbaka. And we are there. Don't market for Neka.
Market for so I say Timbaka, wouldn't anymore boy.
Wouldn't anymore boy.
Wouldn't a chin so a boy. Wouldn't
a cheer boy.
Didn't change him so a boy.
Ah, nice Timbaka, and wouldn't anymore. It drew be possible to me at Tina, will lose break. And I didn't change so a war for me put me trainer lose break. Wouldn't change so a change to me train and we are a young muscle.
Baby and I'm
Drummy for a kind.
one or mocha.
So I saw Butem team.
I saw Butem team.
I see.
Uncle no be a baby.
You knew seminar, your potential or boa.
You knew your seminar.
Your potential no boa.
Your quotan was a boa. Yeah, was you so in your mother. Jera, I said don't get your barber can't simply. Danny Yentia said don't get ya. Yentino. So was a video. Yenti.
Overwhelming evidence that this commission is not fit for purpose. And if any serious country we want to maintain this type of electoral commission, then I don't know what the country is about.
So there will be a change at the EC leadership?
There has to be a change.
Okay, so pause, Danny, pause. Your frame be setting of agenda, framing and priming.
Precisely.
So, or prepare man for the mind for what is about to happen.
Exactly. So,
how's that you? So, General Sedenkatia is no mean a person than chairman of the NDC.
Precisely.
So, before General Sedenkatia will come and speak like this, now Oma prepare new me go hold that. Name on person who tease the public.
Exactly.
Emma public in the mood of the public in the NDC. And the Medicaka say they still have the goodwill of the people. Precisely. So the people are not getting awakened to what is going on.
Exactly.
It's when or to gauge the mood of the public. Will the public react negatively? It will must generation don't get say kokasi yenyi easy chairs no. Near the public never resist here. If the public will not resist, then they will move ahead and execute it.
Exactly.
It's the Chief Justice, no. No. The public is not resisting because the public is still on some opium of some. Na yebeku krofui. Yebeku jadisi. Say the public and call it. Let the blood flow. Let the blood flow. Because the public, after every election, they are on a certain opium.
Precisely.
They don't reason well. They don't think well. And now I'm not say public need to not even understand what is going on. And you have demonized it. Now we say don't get be demonize a easy chair. There is overwhelming evidence. Me no ka say o ma prepare a petition did that.
Precisely.
O ma angasa prepare already made petition. O ma te watchro. Etube ya no so any obi ana dia ba say yenyi omodi near the command a president. The president now act on it. Meanwhile, your grand scheme and grand agenda, which there is a leaked document, actually 2024 and beyond. The things that they are going to do, we are going to serialize that document. I was your work on plan home. You be easy chairs, but when the Kufuado did it, it was wrong.
Precisely.
And your mama, this should be a warning to you. Say Akufo-Addo at that time no. Wan me no say mre bi beba. To me besesa. Am obi nso try so be easy chair. It is a waba na so be reset dia. Na say wo se wo nsua hwemfra Akufo-Addo die ni mu dia.